The Gulf state of Oman played host to a critical meeting of minds on May 11, 2025. Iran and the United States, locked in a years-long standoff, sat down for a fourth round of indirect nuclear talks. The venue Muscat, known for its history of quiet diplomacy, the atmosphere tense, with both sides acknowledging the difficult nature of the discussions. At stake, the future of Iran's nuclear program and potentially a path towards easing crippling sanctions. These talks were not the first attempt to bridge the chasm of mistrust between Tehran and Washington. They followed a series of indirect exchanges, facilitated by European intermediaries, aimed at reviving elements of the moribund 2015 nuclear deal. The world watched with bated breath, hoping for a breakthrough that could reshape the geopolitical landscape of the Middle East. At the heart of the impasse lay a trio of interconnected issues: Iran's uranium enrichment program, the web of US-led sanctions, and a deep well of mutual suspicion. Iran, for its part, insisted on its right to a peaceful nuclear program, framing it as essential for its energy needs and scientific advancement. Tehran's chief negotiator, Abbas Araghchi, reiterated this stance, emphasizing the program's civilian nature. The United States, however, remained skeptical. Washington, under the Biden administration, expressed concerns about the potential for Iran to weaponize its nuclear capabilities. The U.S. delegation, led by Special Envoy Steve Witkoff, demanded significant concessions from Iran. These included dismantling key enrichment facilities, reducing its stockpile of advanced centrifuges, and agreeing to stringent international inspections. Looming large over the Muscat talks was the ghost of the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, the landmark 2015 agreement that had promised a thaw in Iran-US relations. The JCPOA, painstakingly negotiated by the Obama administration and its international partners, offered Iran sanctions relief in exchange for strict limits on its nuclear program. However, the deal began to unravel in 2018, when then-President Donald Trump unilaterally withdrew the United States, reimposing sanctions and arguing that the JCPOA was fundamentally flawed. The Biden administration, while critical of Trump's move, had also expressed a desire to negotiate a longer and stronger agreement. In a bid to improve the atmosphere ahead of the Oman talks, Iranian Foreign Minister Araghchi embarked on a regional diplomatic tour. He held consultations with officials in Saudi Arabia and Qatar, two U.S. allies wary of Iran's regional influence. The Muscat talks, initially slated for May 3 in Rome, had to be rescheduled due to logistical and political complexities. Oman, with its tradition of neutrality and back-channel diplomacy, stepped in to host the crucial meeting. The involvement of a technical delegation from Iran, alongside senior diplomats, underscored the technical intricacies of the negotiations. As the talks concluded, there was a palpable sense of cautious optimism. While no major breakthroughs were announced, both sides agreed to continue engaging in dialogue. The path ahead remained fraught with challenges, but the Muscat talks offered a glimmer of hope that diplomacy, however fragile, was still alive. The stakes were simply too high for anything less.